Bogdan sounds like he thinks he's going to be able to go tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I knock on wood, but we got to see how he feels. He's the most he's done practice-wise. Got up and down, full contact, full practice. So as long as he feels good, then we would expect him to play tomorrow.
Still game time decision though, or
Well, there's always a game time decision, but it's it's one of those things that he did a lot today. So there's always a small chance that he wakes up tomorrow and something's hurting. But I would expect him to be ready to play tomorrow with a minutes restriction.
what do you make of the? You guys are 2-9 in games he doesn't play in.
Yeah.
I mean, beyond just that he's a skilled player and you need him out there. What do you see there? Why is he so important to your success?
Well, he's a shooter and a playmaker. So he has that ability. We rely on him to create for others, and we rely on his shooting. So he's one of those guys that we feel he comes off the bench, but he's almost one of those bench guys that's like a starter, to where when he gets out there, we want to run things through him. We want him to kind of lead that group, and then depending on how the game's going, be out there to finish games. And he's got a history of making big shots and big plays. So he's everyone's valuable, but he's very valuable to our group and the success that we're trying to have.
You guys had, he tried to come back early, and he's kind of been dealing with it for a while. Former athlete, knowing what you want to come back and help your team and how important you are to your team, but also having to keep yourself in mind. How difficult is that kind of push and pull?
It's the challenge. It's a real challenge, because you want, as a competitor and as a teammate, you want to be out there with your guys, especially when the team is struggling. It's one thing if we're winning every night, then it's easier for him to sit there and just get treatment and make sure he's ready. We always try to make a point of letting our guys know that we need you to be not 100%, but we need you to be healthy so that you don't keep getting re-injured. And I think every time we've played him, he's felt ready to go, and we've practiced him first. So, I don't think we've rushed him back, but hopefully this time around we can keep him for the rest of the season.
And then getting him back, and then hopefully Richaun's not too far off as well. Is there a part of you, just because of how the season's gone, where you're just like kind of bracing, going, okay, what's next? Like, it just seems like there's always somebody there. I know you guys are talking about trying to remain healthy, but is there a part of you that's just going like, gosh, we really had kind of the bad luck of days?
No, those thoughts, they're natural across, like, come into your mind, right? And it's our job, our responsibility to get those thoughts out of there and focus on, okay, where are we at today? What do we need to do? Let's be positive and efficient at trying to get better with whether we got injuries or not. So the thoughts come, but we don't spend a lot of time worrying about that.
And with this trip, obviously 5 games, it's season long, but it's all over the country. You guys have played well on the road. After so many games at home, is it a little refreshing? Does it come at a good time to maybe just kind of get away, get on the road, and find yourself?
Yeah, every once in a while when you're struggling, it's it's a good chance to just to kind of reunite that bond. You're on the road. It's one hotel. Everyone is going out eating together. On the plane together, whatever else, watching film. So it is a chance to kind of click a little bit. But the play still has to be better. So as far as being all on the same page, it can help, but we got to be more efficient and more locked into the details of our game, especially with some of these games we have coming up and being on the road. And Utah is playing as well as anyone, if not better than anyone in the league right now. So it's a great test to start this trip.
With Utah, obviously they've been doing it without Mike Conley, which has been surprising. What have you noticed just watching them on tape? Like, what's working well for them right now?
Well, I think it starts with the way that they defend the ball. And you get Gobert, he's just a game changer down there, and they're funneling everything to him, and he's making teams take tough shots, and then they're coming down and spacing you out. And a lot of what they're doing is Ingles and Mitchell pick and rolls with Gobert on the other end. So they're they're playing with great space, and they're making the simple reads and the simple plays, and by the end of 48 minutes they it's tough to keep up with them. So they're just playing efficient, simple basketball.
What's the latest on Richaun, and are you seeing any signs that that 2 to 3 week timeline might be sped up or slowed down a little bit?
No, I mean, he's getting better. A couple days ago, he was out here working out just with his left hand. Now he's actually using his right hand a little bit, so he's making progress. And he's you look over on the sideline, he's dying to get back out here with his guys. So we'll get updates from the trainers, but as of now, I haven't heard anything as far as that timeline being sped up.
And because you are at the midway point, just how do you look at the remaining schedule for you guys, and just what kind of lies ahead? You can trade deadline, that kind of stuff. Just how it's kind of the focus and overall.
Yeah, it's a great great opportunity to kind of reset and really challenge ourselves mentally. Right, it's been a up and down first half of the season, and here we are. We've been in a lot of close games. We won some early, and now we've lost a bunch of close ones. We've had injuries and lineup changes, and all that being said, we have the opportunity to come out and continue to push and continue to get better, and that's where we need to make sure that our mindset is, as opposed to kind of letting a slower start weigh us down for the second half of the season.